What's up, boys? My name is James Arthur, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to implement this into my life. This is a system that helped me drop body fat, build muscle, and rebuild discipline in 6 months while working a 9 to 5 in college and leading my family as a husband and as a father. So, before I implemented this method, I weighed 140 pounds. Yes, I was working at Publix. I struggled with confidence. Even though I was skinny with abs, I still wore a tank top to the beach. I did not want to take my shirt off. I was scared of change, even though I knew I needed to. I did not want to touch a weight. I was a basketball. I was shoot. I was a hooper, bro. I didn't want to lift no weights for that. And I was scared. So I played the game for 8 hours plus a day, every day after work. No structure, no discipline at all. I ate lots of junk food. And on top of that, guess what I did? Because I ate so much junk food and I had bad anxiety and I developed that over time, I developed acid reflux. Now, after I implemented this method, I built a lean physique at 200 pounds. Look at this. Back on swole. You know what I mean? I built confidence to take off my shirt. So now when I go to the beach, there's no more tank tops. It's just me and my shirt taking it off, and my anxiety is gone. Now, I adapted to change and I embraced growth because that's the whole part of the process. That's who you need to become in order for you to grow into the person that you are trying to become. Now, I eat whole foods such as beef, turkey, chicken, vegetables, rice, sweet potatoes, those type of foods. No more junk foods in my diet at all. No more gushers, no more chips, no more sodas, none of that. No more juices. I have no more acid reflux at all. And I've been on both sides of the table. I know what it takes to become who you always wanted to become. That's why I built this whole structure system so that you can do the same as well. Now, this is for the people and the guys that are willing to go through a challenge to become the best version of themselves. And if you're looking to develop a mindset when there's a lot going around you, you still can sit there and lock in. That is the type of man that you're trying to become. And if you're ready to take back control of your life and become the version of yourself that you always wanted to be, and if you're eating a diet that is clean while working a job, but you're still not seeing a lot of results happening, and if you're looking to lose weight fast and build muscles while maintaining your time, this is also for you. Now, for the men that aren't trying to lock in, this ain't for you. If you're okay with having an ego and pride, you're going to have to let that go. While trying to learn how to get in the best shape of your life, this is not going to be for you at all. If you're expecting results overnight, nothing great happens overnight. Rome was not built in a day. So what makes you think that your body and your mind going to do the same exact thing? This is a daily compounded interest thing. Now, if you're okay with comfort, of chasing your fullest potential to lead as a man, this is not for you at all. You're not an alpha male. If you're okay with being average and not standing out amongst the rest of the men in the world, there's a lot of competition in this world. If you don't stand out, you're just regular. That is an average mindset. I don't have an average mindset, and I don't want you to have an average mindset as well. Now, if you're okay with eating whatever and expecting peak results, this is not for you. You cannot go to Bojangles and say, I'm going to eat bad every single day and then go in the gym and I'm going to see some results. That's not going how it's going to happen for you. It's not. You need to lock in. Now, here's the truth. You can lose weight while working 40 plus hours because I did it. Look at me. I'm in my house, literally walking on a treadmill. This is exactly like 2 or 3 days after my son was born. I locked in. Now, the problem that I've seen when people work so many hours and trying to lose weight is we make so many decisions. We have decisions on what we're going to eat, what we're going to wear, how we're going to feel this day, what type of music we're going to listen to, what is our hair going to look like, even what do we have to do for the day? That's too many decisions. And then we got to go to work. That burns you out, and that's called decision fatigue because you have so many decisions that you got to make that you can't even think about those things. You don't need to go to the gym for 2 plus hours or work out 5 to 6 days out of the week or even need a gym membership. You can do all your workouts from home. All you have to do is focus on a high protein meals from 30 grams to 50 grams per meal that are easy and repeatable that will always help you for you to grab and go. Now, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to let this happen to you at all because there's no such thing as not living the life you want while working a 9 to 5 job. In order for you to believe that, you have to create evidence that you will allow to build confidence. Now, if you're watching this video, you are called for more. You're definitely called for more because you clicked on the video and you're capable of creating the life that you always wanted. You just have to accept that you're willing. You will have to go through some challenges to make it happen. You guys see me. I went through college. I work a 9 to 5. I work 40 plus hours. I am a husband and a father. I am a product of what I'm talking about. And you can do the same exact thing. If you have no kids or you're not even married and you don't work as much, you still can do all these things. I did it, so why can't you? It's mindset. Now, if you want to be the person to be you, I'll show you exactly number one, how to lose or gain weight in 90 days that will change your life forever, and how to track your calories and progress while you're having a busy schedule. Again, I told you, decision fatigue. You don't know how to do all this because you got so many decisions to make. Now, if you have that, you can implement principles that will help you create a system that actually works for your life and help you sustain long term. This is not just a, hey, let's get in our best shape of our lives mentally and physically just for 6 months and stop. No, this is something that you need to get done for the rest of your life. And this is going to how you're going to break limited beliefs about yourself and create confidence that actually sticks. Now, in case you guys don't know anything about me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. Look, when I was 16 years old, my mind changed on views about life. At the time, I thought I knew I wanted to be great, but in reality, I was just trying to fit in with everybody, bro. My mom always told me, you have leadership tendencies, but you follow so many people. And that made me, as I got to continue to be older, that made me into an average guy. I always had a good mindset. I just had a limit belief in myself. Now, fast forward to 2020. This is where everything changed for me. This picture is actually from 2020. During quarantine, I ended up with COVID and it was still getting studied. I got it when everything was happening. I was overweight. I was drinking, partying, smoking, sleeping with multiple women, bro. At this point, I was in college with a stressful job as well. And I developed anxiety and everything fell off. I literally fell off my track. I never gained that much weight in my life. I went from 140 my freshman year to about 180, bro. About 180. And it's crazy because, again, I was drinking every day, bro, smoking every day, at parties every day. That was not the life that I should have been living, but I did it. And I'm grateful that I went through it because you see right here, bro, that is insane. So I was devastated because I knew that wasn't the James I knew to be strong. I grew up in a Christian household. And I had some values and morals that were never a part of that. I never drank and smoked in high school, but when I got to college, everything changed. I was still playing in the background in my life, following people, and not really being my true authentic self because people that knew me in college, y'all only knew me for the things like of me growing myself on social media, but also the same things of me drinking and smoking. Those tied me to those people. That was not who I was. And I felt like I was living behind a mask every single day because I was not living up to my full potential. But then shortly after 2020, I became a machine, bro. I locked in because I knew there was more for me. And I felt it every day that I woke up. I got in the best shape of my life and got married. And I became a father literally 5 months ago and created a system that allowed me to get my body back while working 40 plus hours. See, when this picture right here, I just got married, bro. My wife was cooking too good. I started working out and then I fell off because she was cooking too good. But then I told myself, you know what? I got to lock in, bro. We got to lock in. And that's exactly what happened. You see this picture right here? You see this picture right here? I had to go crazy. I had to lock in on my life. I had to stop playing with my potential, bro, because I knew who I knew I needed to be. And I needed to be my authentic self. So I started to lock in. And this is called the creating evidence to build confidence. Is a system that I built through my own trial and error by challenging myself to overcome many obstacles that was in my way and maximize my potential to the fullest. Now, I've decided to break it all down for you for free because look, this is me, 140 pounds. This is me, 200 pounds. There's a big difference in mindset and structure. I was eating junk food all the time at this time. I was playing a game every single day, getting up work. That's all I was doing. And the following steps, I'll outline the entire processes from A to Z of what I did to accomplish these results for not only myself, but also my clients. So with this method, what you guys are going to see, you'll be able to take back your time and lose or gain weight while also maintaining structure, routine, and while working a 9 to 5 job. Now, creating evidence to build confidence. This is how the system goes. Just break it up into 3 tiers. Stage 1 is the mindset. I knew I needed to develop healthy habits at a young age. I want to carry this over to the rest of my life. I'm 26 years old now. I need to be locked in for the rest of my life. These are things that I'm doing now. I lacked one thing, which was the mindset to actually accomplish this goal, though. I was able to destroy my limited beliefs and actually attack the life that I wanted. I wanted to prove to myself that I could, and I did. Because most people think when you have yourself in college and you work in a job that you can't be in the best shape of your life, or you have the mindset to it. And after I still graduated college, I had to go to college for my job. I had to lock in. I'm currently a high school teacher and I still was in college literally while working 40 plus hours and showing up to myself every single day and being the version of myself that I know I wanted to be, because nobody in my life has done those type of things. So I had to change my mindset because I wanted to see some type of evidence be built so I can have the confidence to keep going. And then on top of that, I ended up getting married, bro, and pushing my wife through nursing school, and she wasn't working. I had to have my mindset right. And then on top of that, literally just having a son 5 months ago, he's about to be 6 months next weekend. And I'm still working out, still going to the gym, still eating healthy. I'm still showing up. I'm currently making this video for you guys at 12:09 a.m. Sunday, March 29th. And it's going to be out for you guys tomorrow because of my mindset. I'm limiting the limited beliefs that I have because I want to make sure that I can build that confidence for me and my family and for people and be inspired by what I'm doing. Now, stage 2 is where you have to really lock in, because this is where you acknowledge stuff. The mindset comes. You know you need to change. You know you need to do these things. Now acknowledge. I realized in order for me to grow, I had to hold myself accountable for my actions that led me to my breaking point. So when I was smoking and drinking, I had to realize, oh shoot, Jamez, you can't keep smoking and drinking, having sex with multiple women for you to be the man that you're trying to be now. I couldn't do that. So I had to let those things go and realize, like, bro, you literally are immature. Like, you're hurt. You need to do some help, some self-healing for yourself. And I apologize to those people that I hurt during that time of my life, because that was not me, but that's acknowledgement. I let the past be the past, but I knew I had to be better for my future. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. And this is exactly why you guys are seeing me being who I need to be. I understood that real growth came when I accepted my wrongs and my consequences, bro. When I started eating start eating bad, I realized I need to start literally taking accountability of, okay, like, bro, you keep saying you want to change your life, but you keep doing these things. You keep showing up in your way for yourself and not building no evidence to build confidence for yourself. You're not doing none of those things. All you're doing is building reasons why you can't trust yourself to make a decision, because you keep falling. You keep choosing the wrong things. You keep falling into the wrong actions and consequences. And then you're realizing, like, dang, why am I here? That's what I had to realize about my life. I acknowledged it. And even now, I still acknowledge things because I'm trying to grow to the fullest, bro. I'm 26 years old. If you think you stop learning when you get to a certain age, you don't. You keep learning for the rest of your life. The moment that you stop being a student is the day that you stop growing. Now, when you have went through the mindset change and you acknowledge your past and the consequences that has brought you to that point, this is where it's going to change for you ultimately, the commitment, because it's easier now. Because once you shatter your beliefs on the mindset, acknowledging your mistakes, I created an unbreakable mindset. That's why I'm here. Why y'all think I'm making this video at 12 o'clock a.m.? I broke past all those limiting beliefs to say that I couldn't. I'm not tired. So that's why I had to make this video. I'm like, bro, I got to do this for y'all. I became even more committed to the process. I went all in. Emphasis on I went all in. I finally built some type of evidence with myself. Now, I'm going to show you guys how I optimize each stage of the system for you so that you are no longer held back by the limited beliefs you keep telling yourself, and finally break past those limits that will take your physique and the mindset to the next level. Now, I told you, mindset is the biggest thing, but we need to break this thing down. So, as some of you guys know, you can change without all the resources. You can do a lot without all the resources. You don't need to know everything for you to get started. The moment that you realize your mindset is the biggest thing that's holding you back, is you need to do these things first. Pick a goal that is challenging and stick with it. Last year, January 2025, I said I wanted to run a half marathon. I hate running. I guess what I did? I ended up running every single day for 4 days out the week. I couldn't run a mile, less than 15-minute miles. I couldn't do that. I would run and stop, run and stop. And I look healthy on the outside, but I knew I couldn't run. And I did it every single day. And guess what? I completed the marathon in 3 months, the half marathon in 3 months. I finished it. I challenged, I stuck with it. I showed up for myself every single day after work, 40 plus hours. I showed up every single day. I ran at literally 10 o'clock p.m. when I got home. I made no excuse to why you can't achieve the goal that you're trying to do. You will find a way, bro. Whatever you want to do, you will find a way. It will literally get done. You see, I told you guys, I'm making this video at 12 o'clock a.m. It will get done. I've been with my son all day. My wife just got home from a nursing shift. She's asleep. My son is asleep. I said I need to get this stuff done. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You're going to find a way. It is harder for you to go backwards than you to go forward in life, bro. Keep going. Keep pushing. And you don't know something too? Guess what? I literally had a torn ACL surgery January 29th of 2026 this year. Guess what? Those pictures that you guys are seeing, guess what? I have no brace on right now. The brace is right here. It's nothing on my leg. I can get up. I can't go back to the old Jamez. I can't keep going back to the old person. Imagine if I go back smoking, drinking, having sex with multiple women. I'll lose my wife. I won't have a relationship with my son. I won't be in the best shape of my life. It's harder to go backwards. So when you start going up in life, it gets harder. But it's only better because you keep getting forward and you start to see things working out. Now, guess what? I get to stand up. I get to move around. I get to do a squat. Bro, I couldn't do this 2 months ago. Literally, believe that you can. You can do whatever you want to when you set your mind to it. Stop hanging around people that doesn't have the same mindset as you. This is one thing that I've learned. Hang close to the people that are closer to your goals than they are close to you. Hang around those type of people. They are going to motivate you to become the best version of yourselves. Now, I told you guys, we got to break it down to acknowledgement. Now, acknowledging is realizing that you're not perfect, but you can't dwell in the past. You can't. I told you guys, I ran that half marathon. I did it. I can't do any of those things and dwell in the past. I injured myself right after that half marathon because I went into a marathon prep 20 weeks into that marathon prep because I was going to run a marathon. I was going too hard on my body. But then I realized I can't hold myself to that standard. I got to let those things go because I probably did overtrain. I probably did have much going on. I probably didn't refill my body the way I needed. I probably didn't do all those things. But guess what? Guess what I did? I locked in and I got to where I'm at. And now I can go back to running soon. I'm walking finally with no brace. Figure out what makes you most fearful in life and do it. Get good at attacking the fear in your life. When you acknowledge something that you can't do, I've done a lot of things in my life that I have acknowledged about me. Nothing is too small to acknowledge. It's a stepping stone to confidence. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example of how I acknowledge certain things in my life. I was scared of standing out as a kid, and I overcame that fear because you know why? That was my stepping stone. Because you want to know something about that? The moment that I stopped being scared of standing out, the more and more that I became who I wanted to be and who I needed to be. And the more and more people became attracted around me of the people that I needed to be around. Imagine if I followed in the lead and followed in the shadows for the rest of my life. And I'm sitting here just looking at everybody else do the same thing. I would be miserable, but I had to stick out. I had to be who I needed to be. You'll become more aware of the changes you'll become more aware of the changes you need to make to advance your life. Literally. When you start changing, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to start growing. And then you'll know another thing. I can vividly remember when I acknowledged some type of fear that I've always had. I had fear of running. I had fear of the half marathon. But I was claustrophobic as a kid, very claustrophobic. And I got on elevators every single time. It didn't matter if it was on the 1st floor, 2nd floor, whatever it was. I was scared of those things. And when I was in college, all I did was get on elevators every single day just to build some type of evidence to show myself. I said, you know what? I know I can take the stairs, but I got to get out this fear, bro. I got to stop being scared. I got to let this thing go. So I got in the elevator every single day to get up on 1 floor every single day. Guess what? I'm not scared of elevators anymore because I create some type of evidence to build up the confidence. Now look at the man that I am now. I can accomplish anything that I want to because I realize, Jamez, you can do it, bro. You built up so much evidence. about things that you feared and you did it and you accomplished it. It's the same thing when I first got my car, one of my dream cars. I had a fear of doing it and I actually did it. So what makes me think that I can't do it? It's not about the car. It's just about me breaking the fear of doing something and actually accomplishing it. Now, let's get down to the commitment part because that's what's really important. When you commit to something, you need to stick to the plan, not your mood. Growth is painful, but so is staying comfortable. If you don't want to grow, you're going to have the effects of staying comfortable and you're going to look at your life and say, dang, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have did that. But then if you look at your life and say, you know what, I'm going to continue to grow, it's going to make you think like, dang, I'm glad that I did do that. This picture shows you guys clearly. I had an ACL surgery recently. Like I told you guys, this was literally me last week, bro, doing squats. Consistency beats talents. I did workouts every single day to get up to that point. Your feelings are always fleeting and never trust your feelings. As a man, your feelings are always going to come and go. There's a lot of things going on in this world for you, but you got to understand your feelings don't matter when it comes to you chasing the goals that you want to chase, because if you continue to listen to your feelings, you are going to continue to stay stuck and comfortable. It's a lot of times I don't want to get up. It's a lot of times that I don't want to go work out. It's a lot of times that I don't want to stay consistent. But imagine if I listen to my feelings, myself. That's why they say it's you versus you. Why would I listen to that? Why? I could have went to bed tonight. It's 12 a.m. and I'm making a video for y'all. I could have went again. My feelings, I never trust them because I'm happy right now making this video because I feel so good because I get to share to you guys what I've actually been through in my life and how you guys can change yours based off this video. Now, you have to stick around until the end of your life and anything that's going on. Imagine if you're having a bad day. Stick around until the end. It might change because you don't realize that your feelings was always fleeting. I can give an example from yesterday. I was not feeling the best yesterday morning, but then the end became so blessed and so grateful. It was great air, great sun, great greenery around me being outside with my family. I had a different mindset because I stuck around to the end. Whatever you commit to, understand you're going to have to sacrifice something. I no longer play the game anymore. I'm about to sell my Xbox. I don't play the game anymore. I don't indulge into foods that I don't need to indulge into. I don't do things just to be doing them anymore. I do them with intention. I do them with realizing I can't sit here and wait around for things to happen for me. I got to go out and do it. I had to let go of some things. I stopped playing the game, which I was a very avid game. I've been playing the game since I was 9. I've been loving that, but I had to let it go because it's not helping me grow. It's not helping me become the man that I want to become. I don't watch sports anymore. I'm a very big sports fanatic. If I'm not going to go see it in person, I don't have time to watch it on TV because I'm busy being a man, busy handling things that I need to get done, busy showing up for myself every single day. That's what I'm busy doing. So whatever you commit to, understand that it's going to sacrifice something in your life. Now, when you do all of these things, who do you become after all of this is applied? Self-confidence that you never thought was impossible at all. You attract the right woman. Me and my wife going on 5 years. I've been knowing her since 5th grade. We locked in. She didn't want to date me at one time because of who I was. And then I changed. She put the ball at my court. Made me realize like, dang, bro, I need to change. When we were 21, she said, look, if you don't change, if you don't get yourself right with God and do all these things and stop letting it. I had to literally lock in, bro, to get the woman that I wanted, to attract the right woman. I attracted many a woman, but that wasn't the women that I wanted. They attract because we all did the same thing. We smoked and drink. You attract with what you do. I attracted by literally locking in on my life. You gain respect without even saying a word. The first day I became a teacher, I'm young. You think that the kids would disrespect me. They don't. They respect me because of who I am with everything that I'm doing. I'm showing up for myself. You respect yourself even 10 times better than you were before. I hold myself to a high pedestal. I know what type of man I am now. I know that I'm a man that's going to get everything done when I say I need to get it done and to show up for myself when I need to show up for myself. I'm a man of perseverance. I'm a man of toughness. I'm a man of grit. I know who I am. And you won't neglect the small things. Like I won't sit there and just go to bed and not wash the dishes anymore. I won't just go not fold the clothes. I do small things now, bro, because I need to lock in. because some small things start to over time add up. Like imagine if I let the dishes sit in the dishwasher and the sink for 4 days. Those things add up. I got time. I can't have time to be doing all that. And your challenges won't affect you the same. Everything that I'm going through in my life currently, I told you I got an ACL surgery. A lot of people don't handle it well mentally. I'm actually loving the process because I learned that every challenges have some type of wisdom in it. And I've learned that you have to be intentional about everything that you want to get done. And this whole entire part of my surgery and post-op experience. And now it doesn't affect me the same. I'm not over here sad about it. I'm over here locked in because of the person that I'm trying to become. Like that's what it's going to take. Now, now that you understand that exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. If you're an individual that's ambitious and as ambitious as can be, it sounds like me, right? And hardworking and have a never give up attitude. And if you're ready to take action and regain control over your life and ready to knock down every challenge that comes your way, I have an offer for you. If you're looking to drop 10 to 40 pounds of fat and turn into lean muscle to become more attractive physically, emotionally, and professionally, and build an unshakable mindset using this create to build confidence system while maintaining a balanced life and a schedule, I want to work with you because you're the type of person that is going to literally change for the rest of your life. All you have to do is click the link in my bio or description and book a one-on-one call with me. You guys see, we did it. We changed our lives. We did everything that we said we was going to do. And I wanted to leave you guys with this too. Everything and who you're trying to be is on the other side of everything that you don't want to do. And you ultimately, lastly, I can't do any of these things without God. As a man that has grown so much from 21 to 26, I've learned so much about myself. I've understood that everything that I go through, God is going to be my strongest foundation. Everything that I've wanted to get done, He showed me how to do it. He's trained me by all these things, and He keeps reminding me about this scripture here. Hebrews 12 and 11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but it's painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. So, whatever you're doing in your life, it does not seem like it's going to be the best thing ever. It doesn't seem fun. It seems boring. It's painful because you have to grow. But guess what, though? That's what the scripture says. And you don't know something about my God? He's never lied. He's never lied. He's saying in this scripture, you will produce a harvest of righteousness and peace because you put in so much effort and so much time into your life because you said you wanted to get something done and the discipline showed for it. You get a reward for showing up for the things that you said you want to get done. Now, what type of life is that? That is an amazing life. That is a great life. Now, if you're one of those type of people, like I said, you got to start locking in. God is amazing. God is great. I wouldn't be here without Him, and I'm glad that I have Him in my life. I implement Him in my life's routine every single day. I don't build Him into my routine. My routine is built into Him. And I literally couldn't do this without Him. And I'm thankful for Him giving me the opportunity to become the man that I've witnessed to show up for myself today, for my family and for my friends and for the people around me and the people that I continue to inspire. And like I said, if you forgot about it, literally there is a link in my bio or my description. It's a Calendly link. You can book a one-on-one call with me, and I want to work with you guys. I hope you guys get some type of value out of this video and that you guys can start applying this to your life and actually become the men and women that you want to be. Because again, you only get one life. You might as well go ahead and put all the effort in and show up for yourself in a way that you can have the evidence to build that confidence so you can be that person that you've always wanted to accomplish. You guys have a blessed night. Good night.